ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Fuxing News Report. I'm Ivor Shu.
And I'm Kenny Guo. Glad to be with you guys right here. Let's get started.
Okay, numerous people said that 2020 is the worst year ever. Do you know why?
I guess there's too much sad news all around the world. Not only did COVID-19 spread deadly across the globe, but many influential people passed away because of both accidents and illnesses.
Yes, so today we are going to talk about Donald Trump downplaying the severity of coronavirus as well as some of the most tragic deaths that happened in 2020. You do know that Donald Trump was infected with the coronavirus last Thursday, right?
Of course I do. Initially, he was unwilling to wear masks. As he gets the disease, wearing masks is mandatory law.
Yeah, he even referred to Joe Biden and stated that don't wear a mask like him. Every time you see him, he got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from them, and he shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
He was probably tested positive for the coronavirus for this particular reason of not wearing protective gears in public areas.
That is definitely possible.
It's kind of unreasonable for him to not wear masks to protect himself as well as others, and to downplay the severity of the COVID-19 after he received this virus, don't you think so?
Exactly. Yesterday, after staying at hospital for 3 consecutive nights, Donald Trump headed back to the White House in order to continue his treatment for the disease, despite the fact that he still carries the disease and therefore could potentially spread the disease. He removed his mask on the balcony in the White House while he was posing for a picture, downplaying the severity of COVID-19.
Not just this, he further downplayed the seriousness and severity of COVID-19 by encouraging infected Americans to get back to work.
And he voiced that he is feeling better and he actually may be immune to COVID-19.
According to his physician, however, this condition is still likely to be not ideal.
The World Health Organization conflicted that with his statement by conveying that it is still too early to determine whether or not those who recovered from COVID-19 are immune to the second wave of this pandemic. Even if those people are protected from being infected again, it is hard to know how long this protection will last.
Oh, and Trump's own medical team disbelieve that he has fully recovered from this illness.
Yeah, if Trump took this pandemic more seriously, there will be less deaths in the United States.
Speaking of deaths, let's talk about the most tragic ones in 2020.
My interest is in sports-related news though.
Then let's start from the famous sportsman. Tell me which sports stars you consider the most respectful.
Let's start off with some sensational athletes that changed the whole way we look at sports.
And who are you referring to as sensational athletes? Should they be overpowering on the court, trashing every defender?
Personally, I enjoy basketball a lot. Therefore, let me start off with one of the most universally recognized and impactful basketball player in the world, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Yeah, man, he is the best. I won't argue that he's the best player in the history of basketball. His athleticism, his skill, and his mentality, all very inspiring. But what makes him impactful though, isn't he just a player who bounces the ball around?
Let me put it this way, he is an international icon. He changed basketball into something more than just a game but a culture. His legacy brought recognition to him as well as the sport. Even the old granny who lives next door knows about Kobe Bryant. Look, I'm trying to say that even someone who knows nothing and has complete no interest in basketball would know the prestigious name of Kobe Bryant. He inspired many youth and elders by his proficient and outrageous skills. He broke records, led his team to glorious victories, became the legend and the bright beacon in our hearts. Although some people consider what he does as mere entertainment for the public, others deeply believe it's more than that. The effort he put into his career had taught us the lesson that we should pursue our dreams and strive in life for the things we are passionate about, to believe in ourselves.
Moreover, he changed the way of the game, as people around the globe, including professional players started imitating his moves. Even the most preeminent players in the NBA, such as Stephen Curry, admitted that he imitated Bryant's techniques. Furthermore, his impact is far beyond the court. Let us take a look of his career highlights.
Yes, he changed the world by encouraging us to do what we love with all his legendary deeds. I think it is time for us to take a look at the next celebrity who came from nowhere. However, it's also impactful on different aspects.
Of course I do. I got several on my pocket list. However, I believe George Floyd is most suitable for the word impactful. Do you know what he has done for the society?
He died after a white police officer pressed his knee to Floyd's neck for over 8 minutes during his arrest. After his death, street artists globally created murals honoring Floyd. Depictions including Floyd as a ghost in Minneapolis, as an angel in Houston, and as a saint weeping blood in Naples.
Okay, I get it. What about actors that have made a significant impact on society?
Let me think about it. What do you think about Chadwick Boseman?
Oh yes, the protagonist in Black Panther. Marvel fan, huh?
Yeah, for sure. What makes him influential and impactful? Let's talk about some of his deeds.
Sure, we all know his significant achievement in his film career, but other than that, there are greater acts conducted by him that should be discussed.
Boseman was diagnosed with colon cancer 4 years ago, but had not made the information public. He spent years and certainly the last few months selflessly helping young cancer patients without revealing his own condition. In many ways, he helped normalize African heritage and style in popular culture by truly celebrating it. The film was a reminder of Africa's heritage and its black kings and queens, and gave the African diaspora a global point of pride. As we know, just one person leading the way can break the limiting stereotypes and traditions of a culture, moving the needle in a positive way. Boseman has taught us that superheroes aren't made when the lights are on. They do their real work for those in the dark, who could always use a dose of our most authentic light.
It's very moving to see a man suffering, going through his disability, and yet still trying to help other people that are also suffering, isn't it?
Yes, very fascinating. There are many more examples I would like to share. However, we are a little short on time. I guess this is it for now on Fusion News. I'm Irish Hu.
And I'm Kenny Gore.
We'll see you next week. Actually, no.
You are watching BBC News.